DA4A, the Patterson Foundation's Digital Access for All, an initiative that explores the efforts of multiple sectors working to enhance access to technology that connects people in ways that foster inclusion and well-being. Through the Digital Navigator Program, the Patterson Foundation is training people at local organizations to connect asset-limited families and individuals with opportunities to tie in the three essential elements: connectivity, devices, and skills training and support.
Based on my experiences as a digital navigator, I really felt it was necessary to think of this training as something like a more formal process. Something that we could definitely package and be able to sort of send out into the world and have it be something that could be used over and over again. So we wanted a formal process, we wanted a structured process, but we also wanted a process that would afford the digital navigators the support that they needed in order to be able to do their jobs. And I think that is what is unique about the Patterson Foundation's Digital Navigator curriculum.
3 organizations, Goodwill Minnesota, Unidos Now, and Women's Resource Center, stepped up, raised their hands, and became our pioneers, really leading the charge to incorporate digital navigation into every aspect of what they do. And that has resulted in a myriad of different, really wonderful outcomes, most importantly for the communities and clients they serve.
We always knew that there was this thing called the digital divide, and we always knew that it was important for people to have digital literacy skills, but once we reopened, it was critical. It wasn't important anymore. It was a matter of life and death in some instances. So that's really, I think, where we first recognized we need to get better at this.
You know, our team is 15 staff and 110 volunteers. So it really makes sense to now take the knowledge that we have and allow our volunteers to be doing that.
You can see the client's name
Yeah.
up top.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I've got this.
We really want to spend the time with the client, and it is really tough when you have, you know, oodles of things on your plate to give the client the amount of time they deserve and need.
Everybody isn't meant to go out and do this. You know, it has to be a special person that's willing to give back, and the patience and the consistency and the education part of it.
Digital navigators understand what the digital divide looks like in their community. They understand that it causes problems, so they're there to problem solve. They're very solutions oriented, they're independent people, they're self-starters, they're also highly organized. They don't really need to be told what to do or sort of how to do their job. Once they have the training and the resources, they kind of go on their own, and they're really there to make a difference.
The reason that I feel so close to this as well is because of my family. My parents also don't navigate technology that well. And so with every single parent that I help, I see my parents in them. They act the exact same, they have the same questions. And so I have a lot of patience with them because I know what it's like because my parents go through the same thing.
You know, sometimes I think you might question, like Women's Resource Center, we do mental health, we do career coaching. Where would a digital program fit in that mix? But our goal is to help, you know, women and families thrive. And today you can't do that unless you have digital skills.
Everyone thinks because they have a device and they have connectivity and they use theirs for either remote working or at the office, that everyone has them. And what we've found out, especially through our relationships with 2 other initiatives with the Patterson Foundation, the Suncoast Campaign for Grade Level Reading and the Suncoast Remake Learning Days, not all families have devices. Not all families are connected, and a lot of families don't know how to use their actual device.
Don't know how to go on the internet, they don't know how to do emails. It's very challenging for them.
Because one, you had to set up an email for.
Yeah, because they had no idea how to set up an email.
Wow. So, and that's unbelievable, yes. in this day and stage, because it feel like somebody in the family should be to help them or show them. But if you get people that don't have time for their own people, then they got to reach out to someone like us.
Our staff are much more confident. We got amazing training from the Patterson Foundation and Maribel in particular, so that they could feel confident about what they were offering to people.
Things like security. What do our digital navigators need to know about protecting other people's data that they're going to constantly be in contact with? What do digital navigators need to know about technology? Because this is a trajectory. They're going to start working with people, but that relationship is going to endure for quite a while because we need to get them connected to internet. We need to find them a computer or a tablet that makes sense for their family, and we need to get them the skills that they need. And this doesn't happen in an hour or in a day. So it's a long relationship, and it develops over time.
We noticed great change in our parents, not only with their abilities, but also with their enthusiasm. A lot of parents were calling me personally and telling me how much their training was meaning to them and the difference they had seen in their lives.
We're here at the Goodwill Veteran Services Office, and TPF has partnered with Goodwill Minnesota's Veteran Services Office to bring a connectivity event to veterans close to Veterans Day. So behind me you see lots of resources, folks from all over the community that help veterans. We have our digital navigators here who are meeting with veterans who are active duty and or survivors, and they are helping them with connectivity, with devices.
It got a new computer, and when I turned it on, it was popping up with so many different pops-ups and stuff, and I couldn't get to where I wanted to go, and I knew what I wanted set up. And these three gentlemen over here helped me do that. They linked I got a new phone also, they linked my phone and the computer up together.
The cost of things now has gone way out of style, but I'm trying to improve, but being in a household by yourself, it makes it rough.
Because when you went to serve, you don't think on this. You just went to serve because you want to serve your country. But later on, come back to this little give back to us is a huge give back to us.
Once you get out of service, you don't know what you don't know. And then you are just thrown into the civilian world of what resources are available, but you don't know how to access them because you were so committed to being a service member and sacrificing for your community. And then where can you turn to after that? It was incredibly moving.
I go to the jails and we talk about job readiness skills there. So the jail population, they're a little more savvy with the computers because I've been to state prisons as well. And then you're talking about people who this entire technological revolution just passed them by. They don't even know where to start. But in the jail, it's shorter sentences, so you have people that are pretty savvy, and I can talk to them about potentially saving money on their internet when they get out. And as far as career source goes, frame that in terms of their career search. You're getting out. I'm here to help you get a job, but I can also potentially help you save money on the internet.
And I think that a lot of people don't know that there are low-cost offers that are just still quality and they get the job done, but if you don't know about it, then you feel like you have to buy those pricier equipment to be able to have a device, but that's not true. So learning that myself, I'm now in a better position to let other people know that you can still have a device and not break the bank while doing it.
There's a program called the Affordable Connectivity Program that they may be eligible for a reduction of about $30 a month in their internet service.
This is an offer for a hotspot, and it shows you here how much it is. This one's $15 a month, but your data is unlimited. And then you also have the Spectrum Internet Assist program at $17.99 a month.
Is she eligible for any?
Yes, food stamp and SSI.
Okay. Most of the folks here have internet service, but they're all varying prices. So what we're trying to do is make sure they're eligible for the lowest cost with the highest speeds and the best quality, but then also the program allows for low-cost devices like a tablet or a laptop.
A laptop here for $160. They have others. They don't just have that one. Here's another one for $110. This is another provider, Planet ROI. a laptop for $117, and you can look into it. When we get to the EBB portion, they're going to be able to buy a device for $50. You know, they have these low-cost offers, but you don't see them really being advertised. So it's up to people like us, digital navigators, and the community to tell people, hey, there's a low-cost option and it's a quality option, so you should check it out.
So definitely from the student perspective, I want to empower or enable students to be able to have the resources that they need to be able to be successful and participate in our society.
The comfort with going online to find a job is generational. So, you know, young people are used to that. They're used to going online and they're used to working with their documents and uploading and those kind of things. But with the older generations, I think sometimes there's a fear factor right up front that prevents them from just even logging on. And then once they do log on, they might do okay as they start the initial process, but then as they have to start uploading and finding their documents in their own drive, it becomes more difficult. And I do think it's a challenge that makes people step back from looking for a job where they might have to use you know, the digital access.
The anxiety of, oh my gosh, I can't connect. I don't know what's out there. My child needs things to do. We need to grow as a family and have family night. And I just don't know what to do. So when they can connect and they can engage with us and learn with us and have fun with us, you can see that joy come out in them.
You're right. You're right.
Yep, a little more that's it, a little more confidence.
And it's that joyful stewardship piece that I think the Patterson Foundation really strives for.
The ability to help navigate that for them, it's just wonderful. And then to see them use the computers and do things with it.
So thank you for investing with us today. We're thrilled that we are engaged with you to make a better community.
The Suncoast Digital Navigator Network, through the completion of 3 cohorts, has expanded to 8 organizations. Now, more than 25 digital navigators through the 4-county region are helping countless families unlock endless access to resources daily. DA4A. Learn more by visiting thepattersonfoundation.org.